Hi, this is Christy Birchfield, Christian Devotional author and speaker, and we're talking today more about being blessed. What does it mean to be blessed? We're looking at the Beatitudes from Matthew chapter 5, and today we're on verse 6, where it talks about blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Let me ask you, have you ever been hungry? I mean, really hungry. You know, it's something that when you start thinking about what does it actually mean to be hungry, many of us may not have ever experienced, true hunger. Yeah, we might have missed a meal or two here or there, but we've not ever gone for days without food. And I think that it's important to realize that when we are truly hungering and thirsting after something, our body starts to become heightened. Our senses become very, very heightened as to where's the next meal coming from? Where am I going to? It starts to become a very single focus. I need to find food. Do you ever wonder about that? Just miss a meal or two and then go grocery shopping. The smells will start trying to kind of get you to buy whatever because you're focused on that. Your stomach's growling. If you go long enough, your body will actually start to shut down. You can develop all kinds of diseases. Medical conditions will develop, and ultimately, eventually, you'll die without food. So, when we think about what does it mean to hunger and to thirst after something, we start to get so super focused in on what it is that we're trying to get, food. Now, in this case, Jesus, in sharing this, is talking about something a little different. He says, hunger and thirst for righteousness. We need to have that same single-minded, tunnel vision focus on righteousness. What does it mean to be righteous? To live right, to be godly, to have the same focus on what we have in our life that God would have. We need to be living righteously, rightly. If we are focused, laser point focused on it, absolutely, thirst, starving to death person focused on the righteousness of God, what does it say will happen? Be satisfied. Isn't that exciting? That's the best feeling. When you have been really, really hungry for something, craving something, and then all of a sudden you get to eat it or drink it. There's that just first drinking, you're like, wow. It feels wonderful. God's satisfaction is just exactly like that. If we are hungering and thirsting after God and His righteousness, God will satisfy us. He will help us to see His righteousness. He'll help us to move on the path toward His righteousness. And we will feel that satisfaction of knowing that we're right exactly where we're supposed to be. Super exciting to be able to be in that place. But first we have to hunger for it. We've talked about the importance of being, poor in spirit or sacrificing yourself, spiritually bankrupt. We've talked about what it means to mourn and to be comforted. And last week we talked about what it meant to be humble. That we shouldn't be focused on trying to attain and misuse power, but it's really about recognizing who has the power in our life. And today we have to realize if we know who has the power in our life, then we need to seek after Him with absolutely everything in us, just like that starving person looking for their next meal. Thanks so much for joining us today. I pray that you will continue to live out the Word while we live in the world. Thanks.